Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. I hope you're doing well, having a good day. These are general messages, so let's hop into it and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Okay, so right out the gate we have the Two of Wands and a Tower moment. Alright, so somebody here is faced with a decision. You are being guided. But you're also being guided to have strength and to evaluate, I'm going to say, your situation. Now, I am getting a crumbling home foundation. This could be a crumbling relationship or marriage. Let's get into it. Knight of Swords. I'm getting that energy of you're ready to leave. You're ready to go and have fun. Yeah, the world. It's putting an end to things and starting new cycles and new adventures. I'll get one more and then we'll start clarifying. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, that's single energy. So I'm talking to somebody that is thinking about getting a divorce or becoming single. So let's start from here. I'll just keep pulling from this deck. So Two of Wands, we have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Page of Cups. So you have emotionally detached from whoever this person is to you. You know, again, this doesn't have to be a marriage or a partnership, like in a romantic sense. That is the general main energy I'm getting off of this reading, you know, but this could also relate to finances for some of you, like a career situation. But I'm going to focus on the main energy here, which is this relationship. And you have emotionally withdrawn from this person. Like you're not expressing love, or this could be a mutual thing. This could not just be on just your end here, you know. There is a detachment for sure. I'm getting that heavy energy of marriage here. You know, between the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles and just the imagery here, I'm definitely getting strong marriage. Yeah, and you're ready to leave. You're ready to go on a new adventure. You're ready to, you know, move on to calmer waters and do new things here. There's a lot of need of you having to be strong right now. Maybe strategic even. More on this Knight of Swords. You have a pretty major obstacle right now with this Tower moment, and I am seeing that you're getting help with this in a spiritual sense, in a divine sense here. You know, you are being guided. It's giving a strong energy of you doing what's best for you. You know, you making a judgment call. You speaking up about it. You know, there's going to be obstacles. You know, there's going to be challenges, but you're ready for the adventure. You're ready for the challenge. You're ready to take off. Yeah, the sun. You're ready to be happy. You know, not just your unhappiness, but maybe the unhappiness between the both of you. You know, this tower moment here. Everything is coming to light. Everything's coming to the surface. You know, and you want to head towards things that bring you happiness, bring you peace, bring you joy. I really am getting a strong feeling of adventure. You wanting to take off to new places and see new things and do new things. Yeah, this Page of Wands, look how adventurous this looks. You know, you could be wanting to just get out in nature. Go camping, go see the world. It's giving that kind of energy. It's giving travel energy. Maybe you want to travel the world. Give me one more on that. So, I feel like at this stage, currently, you're definitely contemplating, you're definitely debating, and trying to find the clarity of exactly what it is that you want to do. You know, you could be going to the bar, you could be asking people for advice, or just venting your situation. But there is this indecision, there is this not clear on what you want to do. You know, do you want to remain in this committed relationship that's crumbling and falling to the ground, or do you want to move on and look forward to something different and have a new adventure? And you're definitely in this balancing, like, what should I do phase. And I feel like that's where you're being asked to continue to be strong. And strong seems like a weird word to use here, but maybe that is indicating, you know, like your strength with, like, what is it that you really want? What is it that would make you happy? You know, what decision would best suit your life? And I do feel like you're getting help with this judgment. I really do feel like there's this sense of support here. And I see that you're going to take this jump to this new beginning. You're going to end this. And I mean, Nine of Pentacles is single. Page of Pentacles. Good news, you know, that it's like you choosing you. You know, starting off fresh, new outlook, complete change. Victory. Look. You know, you don't want to hold yourself in a situation that is hindering you and breaking you down and not growing and not going nowhere. And, you know, I don't know how long you've been with this person. The Six of Pentacles has wanted to just remain on the bottom of this deck here. So I feel like this is somebody that you have been with for a long time. So it's made it a little unclear, you know, it's not just black and white. It's, you know, it's a difficult decision. Tell me more about the guidance you'll provide. the Seven of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune comes out. There's something that's going to happen here. There's whatever it is exactly that you're unclear about. I feel like Spirit is wanting to say that you're going to receive some clarity. And it's going to cause you to want to put up boundaries. And maybe not necessarily boundaries for some of you, but definitely stand up for what it is that you desire, and everything is going to change. Everything is going to change. The Wheel of Fortune right here is the divine coming in. And that change is the Six of Wands. That's victory. That's success. That's happiness. That's freedom. That's the wind blowing in your hair. Yeah. You could have a family with this person. Again, take it if it resonates. But the marriage is falling. That the house is not, it's crumbling. And you want to, you're wanting to go out and enjoy your life and travel and be single. Let me get one more for this other energy. So this partner of yours, I'm also getting the energy that this person is also focusing on themselves and making a lot of changes. This person could have just cut all their hair off. This person is also making changes in their own life. This vision that you have, this dream that you have, the part of you traveling, the part of you setting out on this adventure and having fun, setting out on an adventure, really exploring, and all of that, I feel like is so protected because this is part of your path here. There's something along this adventure that you're meant to do, you're guided towards. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in, fate. And the obstacle is this marriage. And the marriage is transforming. The entire dynamic has been changing. So the divine is going to guide you and give you assistance here to, I hate to say it and look at this as like a hurdle because this is a whole-blown relationship. But at the same time, the way that Spirit is looking at this is that this is a hurdle. And that they're going to help you overcome and get past this. Yeah, it's toxic. It's toxic. Yeah, this is part of your destiny somehow. There's some place that you're gonna go. There's somebody that you're meant to meet, okay? And it looks like the divine is coming forward and saying, hey, now is the time, and we're gonna help you where you need help. Look, this Ten of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles. You're gonna go from all of this burden and all of this weight that you're carrying that you shouldn't even be carrying to being able to feel lighthearted and joyful, and I know that the decision here feels very heavy and feels very difficult. But the divine is stepping in. And whatever this is, this could be something that you could be sitting at the bar and you get an epiphany about something, okay? It could be as simple as that, you know. God shows up in many different forms through many different people in all types of ways. But there is going to be something here that is going to make this decision a lot easier to make. It's going to make setting this weight down a lot easier to do, because the divine really does need you to go on this path. This isn't just about what you want and what your desires are. You know, adventure sounds fun and traveling the world sounds great and being single sounds awesome, but it's not just about that. There's a bigger purpose to this, okay? And you're being guided that direction. You know, it's already anchored in. Anything else? We have the Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You know, they're working, the divine is working with you. You know, they're pushing you to do this, to create, to pursue your passions, to celebrate, okay? To go have fun. And I say those words in like a very vague sense, but it's more than just having fun. It is. Anything else? Yeah. You know, you need this in your life. And this is, yeah, this is falling, this is crumbling. This justice, does this not look like a divorce to you? You know, the divine's going to make this transition easier for you, okay? Look, the star. You know, you're being guided. You're being guided. You're going to have a new perception here. And you're going to set that weight down. Strength. You know, you're being asked to just continue to push through, you know, and part of your destiny here, I feel like, is to feel alive. Because the energy that's coming out through these cards doesn't feel very alive to me. It feels very dull, very dark. Anything else, Spirit? Have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords. Yeah. I mean, you've invested a lot of time, a lot of years with this person. You know, it's not going to be easy, but the divine is going to give you a changed perspective here that's going to make this easier, okay? That's really what I'm getting. You know, it's going to make it easier to set the weight down. Again, what is it, this card? Look at all this weight that you're carrying. You're going to be able to set that weight down and better navigate your life. I don't know where that went, but yeah. Strength. I'm gonna leave that there. I just realized, you know, I didn't even pull any oracle cards through this. It feels like Spirit was just very direct about, you know, where they kind of want you to go here, what they're guiding you to do. You know, because right now I feel like you're here in this indecision, still not sure, still seeking clarity. But this, you have the idea of all this already. And Spirit wants to let you know that there is going to be a moment here, an interaction, I feel like, with somebody that is going to provide you some sort of clarity that is going to change the speed of this. It's going to solidify your decision. You are being given help throughout this, and love and support from the divine as well. You know, this does feel like a difficult challenge. But the beauty that is unfolding from this is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's already anchored in. It's already yours. It's you're being given the key to it right now is what this is. So let's pull a final message. What this one feels appropriate. Final message. We have overbooked. Missing out can often lead to something better. Want what you have. And then venting anger. Release in a healthy way and respond calmly. Cultivate inner peace. I feel like this is the indecision right now. You're at the point where you feel like, should I just appreciate what I got, or should I, move on? It's like you're boiling up, you're bottling all of this up. You're going to express this to somebody. And you're going to gain clarity. And it's really going to speed things up for you moving forward, okay? I hope this message helped. Until next time, bye.